it was Light Strike Away was on cooldown actually for that one.
Yeah, it's one of those Darkseer drafts that they picked it for the laning and not much for the team fights.
They had the combo.
They had the
That's
combo, yeah.
LSA, basically.
Or I guess Static Storm as well.
Yeah,
but,
that.
Yeah.
It was pretty good combo.
Okay. So Excalibur, Shadow Fiend. I kind of like this actually. I think No Logic Gaming. It's kind of a different style to their last game.
Slaughter awesome.
You know, in this game they're going more for the 5-man, less for the pick-off, judging by the Shadow Fiend. You know, you get the mechanism and group up with them.
I mean, they could have got Gyro, Dazzle again,
Yeah.
but from the last game they saw how much Slaughter was able to do against this team.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
they just have difficulty positioning against Crushes.
And Slaughter and Shadowfiend has a really good synergy as well.
Right.
Overall. With the negative armor and the fact that he can initiate with the blink.
10 seconds remaining.
Moon actually had a really decent timing on his Blink Dagger. I think it was 13 minutes in that he had it.
5 seconds remaining.
Instantly could put it to work as well. Looking out for those kind of timers, I guess, for seeing more aggression coming from the teams.
It's also very hard to be aggressive against the Dazzle as well. Like, in the last game it was more solo pickoffs because OG kind of didn't really play their usual style. They kind of split up a bit more. But in this game,
Yeah, that's why it's such a stable opener. Like, you saw people trying to play Axe against Dazzle back in the days, but they kind of counter each other, you know?
yeah, like late game the minus armor just destroys X.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, I can still see it working out sometimes. Especially since Slaughter is a kind of weak melee hero.
Mhm.
I don't know.
The Lich is interesting. I guess it's like a counter to the minus armor.
Yeah.
You just get but picking it just for that.
I guess it would be either a Sven or a Lich. I like that OG still ban out the Sven just in case. At least Lich.
Don't they just always ban these?
They ban
They
call
ban him a
meeple
lot.
counters,
They ban him a lot. That's
even though
true.
they don't pick meeple.
It looks very standard, right?
Radiant team.
What's your thought on the Prophet ban, despite the fact that Moon Slaughter has been already picked? Obviously, he's a very versatile hero. Have we even seen Slaughter being played on any other position?
Doesn't crit?
I guess they could.
I think they played
I think
support
Notail would
crit
be able to
Yeah.
play it as well.
Slaughter.
10
Group plays it,
seconds
yeah.
remaining.
I mean, if you have 3 on Slaughter, you have a
5
pretty
seconds remaining.
aggressive setup. You can just go ham everywhere.
That's showing a lot of respect to Moon's Prophet, right? Because
Yeah.
this is a Slaughter offlane most of the time.
But there is like, we don't want to deal with that. We're just gonna ban it out.
Yeah.
It wasn't even seen in the previous game.
No, it was banned, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
same
place
position.
banned.
Previous game as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's unbanned.
Oh, yeah. Together with the Lich.
They ban out the... Okay. So, at the moment, No Logic Gaming they lack stuns. They also have quite, Lich is a very defensive support. Like, he pulls the lane back, he like, shields your guy. Is there a way to take advantage of this?
Is there a way to do what?
Take advantage of just having such a defensive support? I guess...
Usually, I don't know. He's very strong in like lane presence. What you want to do is like jump someone and kill them. You don't want to have a dragged out laning phase. You want to be like, you want the Tusk Nightsword kind of roaming thing going on.
Ooh, Rubik.
There we go.
I guess that's a way to take advantage of defensive support. You go somewhat greedier.
Yeah.
You get a decent team fight. The problem for me is that when I see Slaughter versus Lich in general, Slaughter really stretches out the team fight because he's so mobile, and it makes Chain Frost such a weak spell. Like you rarely see bounces, and of course we do see the Juggernaut pickup. What's your thought on that?
My thought is, would you not rather want the Aged Operation instead of the Rubik? Because the heal that's going to come out from Team OG, the sustain that they have if they try to go for your tower, if they pick up a hero that can actually take down towers fast, this game is going to end within 20 minutes. They have the Aged Operation still as well.
NLG did this before. They offlane Lich against, I believe, Sing Sing's Ember, and completely decimated the experience gain of that hero. This game, I'm
At the
not
same
sure.
time, you can just push his tower down. Because he does. If you sacrifice a creep, you're gonna have one less creep on your.
Sure, and I think in this game against Juggernaut, that's going to be a problem, right? Because Juggernaut can push down your tower.
5 seconds.
Need a warning go, yeah.
And is it going to be already? Is the Aged Operation also going to be ready by the time that they start pushing? He might not even be level 6 yet because of the amount of heal they have in system.
We saw that T2 fight on the top lane, and that Disruptor was like level 5
Yeah.
when they made that dove. So that is a concern. To me, Rubik and AA are both very greedy level-wise heroes.
And if they go behind, they just get destroyed.
They cannot go behind.
Yeah.
You don't pick Lich to go behind.
Okay, so what do they need for their 5th hero? Because they need something. They need a miracle worker.
That does it all. Maybe even a Meepo. Because Ancient Apparition...
Will Meepo have the time though?
Well, Meepo will take up the space that these heroes will give him. You know what I mean? Like, Lich doesn't really take space later into the game.
True.
He's kind of a core that takes a lot of farm, and you only have one other person that's even going to want a little bit of farm.
They need a Madara hero, right?
They have a Winter Wyvern, though. Like, probably the best counter in the game against Meepo.
I don't think it's going to be a Meepo here.
No, but I'm thinking more... Because they're... Other, like, the Lich, Rubik, Ancient Apparition. These guys... They don't really do a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. In fact, isn't this a good game for Meepo for OG? Because these heroes are could be
for sure.
They're food for Meepo.
I mean, he's gonna blow them up.
He is. It's not gonna be pretty.
There's the space for him to farm as well. Because Juggernaut can already fight fairly early, even if he doesn't have that much farm. He can have just the levels. Dazzle and Winter Wyvern, same story.
10 seconds remaining.
This is looking pretty scary for No Logic
They
Gaming.
could pick Magnus, actually.
Lean at it.
Lina.
You don't want that
Hybrid.
like, big ulti kind of hero, like, because they have Rubik, right?
True. But it's more...
It's like Brewmaster, Magnus kind of same. Like, it's so easy to steal the big ulti.
That's true. Lina's a pretty big ulti, though.
Yeah, there's some good ults that you could kind of take here.
A lot of good ults, yeah. Like, the Curse is amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Just because of the cast range on it, you can kind of control a team fight just by not being in it.
The magical hero of No Logic Gaming.
5 seconds remaining.
The magical hero that's gonna be the
Well, last
blue.
time they just jammed a Slark and it worked out, right? For Madara.
I guess, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
This is not a Slark game, though, is it?
No.
They need a hero that can do well with just levels rather than farm, because you never know how much farm you're gonna get. It's gonna be an Ember Spirit.
I don't know about this.
Could work. Could be a disaster.
Could be a disaster. Wow.
That's not a lot of confidence.
There's not a lot of confidence. So, Mother, to go back to what you said before the previous game, No Logic Gaming, they need to outdraft and outplay. Last game they had an even draft, according to you, and they outplayed at least at the start, but later on not anymore. How do you feel about this game?
I feel OG. Like, they're still in their comfort zone. I'm not so sure about NLG in this one.
Do you feel like they're outdrafted?
A tiny bit, maybe.
Lumi, what do we need to look out for No Logic Gaming to do well?
When Excalibur first splits, Miracle.
Okay, change to the previous game then. Shane, what do you reckon?
If No Logic get behind at any stage, it's going to be very, very tough. I think OG are going to put the pressure on and take the game.
It's going to be bloody, I fear. Well, we're going to find out how this game is going to end very soon, because it's time for Game 2 of OG versus No Logic Gaming with Lumi and OD Pixel.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the casting panel. And I've got the music as well.
Where people actually work.
Yeah, we put in a lot of work.
You know what Andy's doing right now? Andy's
Andy!
Jack Squat.
Andy says he's ill. He's not. Screw you, Andy.
You know what Andy was doing when we were here at work?
Probably...
He was sleeping.
Oh, okay. That's alright then.
Because, you know.
The game is paused, by the way. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. But we're going to be good to go. OG versus NLG. NLG did alright in the first game.
Yeah, so we talked about the
Stretch up a
draft. Whose draft do you like better?
You want to hear my opinion?
Yeah.
I'm 3K, mate. I don't
It doesn't
think
matter.
my
Like,
opinion matters.
Do you like
here.
AA as a hero? Like, do you like? I just want to know your thoughts.
I think, looking at this one, the AA's a nice one, but it's not nice enough.
Okay.
And that's why
Do you like fiery
I
girls?
stick to the hype. Fiery girls.
Fiery girls.
Yeah, throw a bit of napalm on them, light them up with a match. It's a good bit of a laugh. Great in the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn, man.
Make sure
I got dark pretty quickly.
Make sure they're shaved, otherwise it could get a bit messy. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 2, NLG versus OG. Here we go. OG, of course, looking at what they were looking a bit rocky in the earlier stages of the first game. I'll see if they come into this one a little bit harder. As we can see, bottom lane, Fly giving Mitch the old whippity-doo. 1 minute in. Well, 1 minute before it even kicks off. Lumi, I mean, as you said, we've heard what you said on the panel. Anything you feel that you need to say that you've missed out on, David?
Nah, man. Excalibur
Okay,
just
you got
got a
it covered.
first blood, and it will be Gucci. Actually, the slap of the dude that Dazzle gave was pretty big deal. 'Cause
Yeah, it was.
the Lich TP down looking to drop that early wards, and he needs to drop the early wards because this Dazzle is gonna pull to his to whenever he wants to pull.
I mean, look at this Moon on the slider. He's just chilling there in the dire jungle.
Actually, Moon, remember the last game, the river fight? He got sprint and not crush, and I also think that crush would have been much better in that 1v1 fighting situation. He's gone back for the same build here.
Oh, well, I don't think they'll be able to do anything with this. Just getting the hits in, forcing Moon back. Miracle. And we'll see who does take this top rune here. It looks like NLG. Yeah, they don't want to fight this really. They're gonna send the SF down towards the bottom, but no tails there.
Both.
I think they're not gonna be able to get her in time. And OG, they'll take themselves both the runes. Miracle takes the top, No Tail takes the bottom, and OG will be very happy with the way that one started out.
So last time we saw a mid being harassed bound by a Winter Wyvern. So in this case, we're going to see that same situation here. Lina, already a strong lane dominator early on, and you're going to see Crit just blowing that Arctic Burn onto Excalibur. I already don't like how the game's starting for NLG.
Okay, well, we'll see how the mid lane goes in terms of CS. The telekinesis just dragging back the Wyvern, but he's still there with the Arctic Burn harass. Gets a couple of touches on Spartan Excalibur. And, yeah, as we can see already, this is not going to be a fun lane for NLG.
Yeah, and it's all about the race to the bottom when you're up against Alina, so every last hit matters. On top of that, you're Shadow Fiend, you need damage. Alright, Excalibur needs to dig into his inner Yafits, get some last hits, and go to work.
On top lane, we've got Slider, just being aggressive as he always is, Moon. Was just forcing back Milan. And, just taking a hit there from Milan. Backing up.
I think he wanted to block the creeps from spawning or something like that. Oh.
He might have overstayed his welcome here because Moon, well, they got the chilling touch. He's done. He's a goner. That's your first blood there. Moon's over aggressiveness getting punished by NLG very nicely.
Yeah, last game he had the help of Fly on this top lane to, harass and whatnot. This game I don't think he could play nearly as aggressive, especially when there's a chilling touch on AA. Does a ton of damage.
The light strike just catching a Spartan on the tip. He's got a telekinesis. It's not going to save him. They drags back Belina. 11's there with the finish up on the Wyvern. And back down bottom. Alright, you saw Mitch wandering in, seeing if he could disrupt the pull through of Fly, but Fly's already got it going. And this is giving, of course, a lot of space for No Tail on the Juggernaut down bottom, just having the Lich hanging around here. There's only so much he can do on his own down on the bottom line for NLG.
Moon is continuing to block this camp that is, that has a creep in it. Obviously, he does not know that.
Mid lane, he's got. Oh, that's a kill, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, miracle.
This lane is done.
10 for 3 on the Lina, 4 for 0 on the Shadow Fiend. We did see in the last game Steve have a tough time at the beginning, and he did come back very nicely.
Shadow Fiend is a comeback hero.
He certainly is in terms of the flash farm, if they get the stacks going.
But the way that Steve came back last game was he got a gank and he got a Laguna Blade killed. Shadow Fiend not exactly as good as a Lina when it comes down to bursting the enemy hero down.
On mid lane, there's going to be a wraparound, and Steve could be in trouble again. Miracle moving forward. He's going to turn for the easier kill here. Top lane, AA did find the one onto Moon.
Okay.
And Excalibur's going to be able to salve up.
To me, it's actually more important to shut down Moon than Miracle. Miracle's going to get his farm regardless. Lina, one of the better farming hero mid. But if you could delay that Blink Dagger for as long as you can, I think that's where OG will have trouble taking those mid-game fights.
I see Miracle just moving forward there, was seeing if he could get something off onto Excalibur. And yeah, Excalibur's got to be so scared when that 6 comes through on Lina, which is almost certainly going to come out fairly shortly, as he's already working his way through the level 5. On Excalibur, still sitting on level 4.
Yep. So interesting adjustment here, as we do see Mitch running into Crit. Looks like the 2 IC heroes gonna trade hits. Crit, of course, does have the Arctic Burn to fly away. Is Juggernaut actually putting more points into his healing ward? Obviously, Crit.
He needs to be careful.
Okay.
He's got the heals, yeah. Fly's there to back him up.
Yeah, so Juggernaut maxing a healing ward, and he's gonna use it right now to push.
This is some very aggressive play. He's trying to juke out the razors. Excalibur finds one. Miracle jukes. Oh, okay. Telekinesis. Miracle's in a lot of trouble. He can!
Okay.
He gets the kill onto Excalibur before he goes down.
bottom lane, that's a lot of pressure on that tower. The healing ward keeping the creep wave alive, and that's something that A-Mother touched on. Yeah, sure, you could sap away my experience, but I'm going to take our T1 tower. And more importantly, Crit and Fly doing an excellent job zoning the Lich away from experience range. T1's going to go down.
And there we have it. So 3-3 at the moment. OG exerting a little bit more pressure than what NLG are able to do at this point. And getting a good bit of farm on Notel as well. 25 CS, 27 on the Ember Spirit. So still a comparable amount here for NLG's.
I don't think they're stopping here.
They're going to go for a second tier 2, yeah. I mean, what's NLG's answer at this point of the game with their draft? Do they have the tools to stop this? And I guess the answer is no. When you look at the lineup, pushing against a lineup with an AA, I mean, they're relying on having that level 6, and it's certainly not going to be there 5 minutes into the game. So this is the time for OG to push and take these towers.
You have a Rubik rotating, trying to backstab? I don't know about this one.
Spartan? TP's coming in as well from the Ember Spirit. He can be very active at this point in the game, but he's not got the mana. He's got a Mango though. They'll get the Blade Fury out, Notel.
Okay,
trying to do what he can.
just died.
He gets blown up by the heal bomb, and he was kind of the saving grace there because he had a Mango and he had changed potential. Notel takes the kill onto Spartan. Notel trying to chew this one out. Mitch, if he gets the vision, he will get the kill.
Jiggerino.
Hey, Notel!
Okay, the plays! It's so real! And are they gonna get the kill on Mitch? They are gonna get the kill on Mitch! Notel's running away to the enemy jungle. There's a creep wave onto him.
Alright, okay, looks like and the Laguna from Miracle finished off Spartan. Corner Brace won't save crit though, as the race as you go through, but
Notel's jungling. Oh no, he's gonna suicide.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he spent all his gold. Alright. Classic Notel, that.
Well, I don't know if it's a classic Notel. I think if Jimmy did this, would be.
That was, yeah. He was channeling his demon inside him.
Yeah. Alright, so early game has not been good for NLG, to say the least. The only good thing they have is that Lich has done much better than Moon. But because of, well, Moon on the top lane though might be a little bit of trouble. Crush will hit, and the rotations are coming in.
And he's not level 6 yet. This is a key time to kill Madara. Miracle gets the stun off, but Spartan was there. There's no Laguna for 20 seconds. And Miracle will get forced back Excalibur farming. A little bit of a risky position, but Miracle's not going to look for him. He's just going to let's return back to the mid. But as you said, 7 for 4. The farm's still good on the Ember. Did kind of hurt him that he turned up to that bottom lane, got blown up straight away by the heal bomb. Maybe if he could have found a kill, he would have... He's got the remnants, but the slow is coming out very slowly. He's going to be fine here. They won't look to quite chase him down.
Looks like
Jesus.
Level 6 on AA, Ice Blast flying in mid here. Maybe the Razors will do some work. There's a telekinesis here. Miracle's gonna get blown up. They get one kill. Looking for a second fly. There's a grave, but he's just delaying the inevitable. Yeah, there's no backup here as well. So they'll let the Dazzle go and double kill for Excalibur. We talked about how he turned it around, having a bit of a, a bad start in the game 1, and getting a double kill on him certainly gonna help him in game 2. OG, they are gonna look for the tier 1 top. They should be able to take it. Sounds like NLG have an answer for that one. So still OG with a superior push, but NLG in terms of getting the pickoffs are certainly keeping themselves in this game. Yeah. And of course, as Mitch levels up on that Lich, he's going to get more Frost Armor, making these, tier 2 somewhat more difficult to push in. So I think NLG recovering slightly okay now, given that Shadow Fiend just picked up the 2 kills. Madara, though, still very worrisome. He's very poor.
Excalibur, he's looking for the treads. Ice Blast. Oh, God bless this Wyvern.
Angry.
They're going for it. Yep. No way he gets out of this one. Oh. Spartan? Oh, okay. Alright, Rubik. Maybe didn't need to be there. But he's that worth. He got the kill with the Fate Bolt. He was happy with that one.
Mid lane, T1 push here from OG. Just exerting a ton of pressure all over the map. Very similar to what we saw NLG doing last game.
Yeah, it is. They've kind of switched it around on their heads.
Yeah. Although I don't think OG will make those type of mistakes. So that's something that NLG cannot count on. Top lane, Milan. Yeah, it's okay.
It's all good.
So far this A has been extremely impressive, right?
The Ice Blasts have been on point. I don't think we've seen a bad Ice Blast yet.
Yeah.
Each time they've been there and finding the kills. Which is what we're talking about, which was, when we saw the first the tier 2 attempts on the bottom lane. They need these Ice Blasts. And now that they've got them, it's starting proving to be a bit more difficult for the side of OG to push. They're going to crush onto Excalibur. They have got backup coming in the form of Dazzle. They might need a bit more than that.
Okay! That's a solo kill, and in fact,
Yeah,
they
it
might get a
is.
little bit more.
They're going to try and chase down Fly. Fly couldn't quite get the shallow grave off in time there. I believe he just didn't have the range.
All right, drums coming out here for Lina. Not something that we normally expect, because Yules is generally the first item of choice.
I mean, I guess with the drums, it just shows that OG want to go now. They want to fight. They want to push these towers. And really force the issue against NLG and No Tail. He's on his own here. He has got the Omni.
It's worth mentioning that NLG is so nuke-based that getting any extra HP like the Bracer would help out quite a bit.
No Tail. He's been sneaky, closing in. He'll finish off these creeps at...
Take the stack. Spartan just wants his level 6, man. He's just waiting
he's so
for
close as well.
Yeah. It is very dangerous to fight into NLG now, given the fact that there's Ice Blast and Chain Frost. So OG are doing well early, but gotta be respecting the enemy here a bit.
And bottom lane, Remnant. 4 from Madara.
Oh.
Oh, indeed. Madara. Oh, can he get it? He does get it. Oh, can he get? No, he doesn't get himself out. So Laguna Blade was there. At the same time, top lane, Ice Blast onto No Tail. Moving gets the crush onto Mitch. And telekinesis bringing back Fly. No Tail looks to be the sacrificial lamb here. They'll find the jug kill. We'll see if they can get anything else here.
Telekinesis in 10 seconds, and they're gonna try to slow him down. Can we get a Nova Blast? There we go, and that should be the other kill. Spartan trying his best to get that level 6. Looks like, oh, he does pick it up here.
And this is big for Excalibur. He's finding himself a lot of positive action. Kill after kill on the Shadow Fiend. He's, 7 kills? He did die the 2 times, but that was at the start of it all. So
He's
really coming back into this
Oh,
game.
he's got 7 kills.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Alright, never count on Steve.
Absolutely, NLG been showing us a good fight across the entirety of this series. It doesn't look to stop anytime soon. 11 for 10. They may have lost some early towers, but they're regaining control.
Dire's middle tower.
And Miracle now, with the VIP booster. I guess he's going to be just looking to try and get the Bloodstone next and skipping the Yules unless it's a casual VIP booster. Oh, Excalibur. Gets the damage out onto Moon, and now Moon gets the crush, but there's a slow from Lich and Moon. Overstays his welcome. Monster kill streak for Steve.
Alright.
Steve really stepping up his game.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the VIP booster on the Lina. Could be a Rod of Atos?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Is it?
I mean, in terms of setting up LSA, it's...
I
The
get
thing
it.
is,
It does work.
Yules is so good against Ember. You take away his Flame Guard instantaneously. There's no reason not to get it. It's such a standard item build. It gives you more mana regen to farm. We gotta ask Miracle what he was thinking when he's trying to do this build.
Yeah, we'll see what he does with it.
Hey, if they win this game, maybe we'll get a winner's interview with them.
Miracle, he's looking at the setup. Will he be able to find it? Comes out for the knife. He gets the stun. That's a kill. That's a kill. That's a kill. That's a kill.
Alright.
Just had the damage. Only just though. Very, very close. And right in the jungle at the same time. No Tail just aggressively farming. The pings will come out. They've got a dire water, so they know the shenanigans that No Tail's up to, and they'll try and leap forward. Continue to chase No Tail. He knows he can't really TP now because there is a Chain Frost. He continues to get these slows out, but the healing ward's there. Looks like No Tail's going to be fine. NLG won't quite be able to close the gap.
Yeah, we're seeing very similar problems in this NLG draft as last game is they really lack an initiator. Like, for example, OG, once they finish the Blink Dagger on Slaughter, he could, start going and making plays. Who's your playmaker here on NLG? A Blink Rubik, I guess? But it's just very squishy.
No Tail.
Okay, he's dead.
That's one way of doing it. They'll get the Winter's Curse off though, and Mitch will go down. Maybe OG can turn even without the Juggernaut. They found themselves a double kill for Miracle. They want to try and move in for more. Light Strike's not going to catch anyone. So it's a 2 for 1. And it is indeed going to be this Rod of Atos as he picks up the 2 Staff of Wizardries here on Lina.
I mean, I guess his logic is, you have such squishy heroes, if you just ding on the Rod of Atos on the AA, for example, what is he going to do? Like, you're just stuck there. With that said, though, I do believe Ancient Apparition is not going for the standard Midas build. He's going to go for a Force Staff, I imagine.
Or Yules himself, maybe?
I think Force Staff, now that you see the Atos on the Lina,
Okay.
Force Staff would help your allies. Of course, there's also Crush that you gotta help your allies with, so I personally like Force Staff much more, but I mean, the item build this game has been absolutely not standard, so I guess anything could happen.
And let's see if the side of energy can make something happen here. It's smoked up from the base.
Radiant's bottom
I see they make a beeline towards. Moon's revealed himself in the mid lane, just pushing it out. 1200 gold. towards that blink. See if they get him in into trouble.
Oh, he's so fast. But here comes a sprint. Sprints. Rubik. I thought he was gonna make a play with it.
Tower is under attack.
Lina. Milan, light strikes there, Dragon Slave comes through, Milan will go down, they get the chain thrust out, but it doesn't bounce. Fadebolt bringing Miracle in, there's the Requiem coming in, chipping onto Miracle, but there's your Omni Slash, Blade Fury as well. No Tail, trying to see if he can turn, but they've lost the Lina. This is looking a bit of a risky fight for OG, Moon gets slowed, they'll steal the Amplify here. And the rest of OG grouped out. Can they try and fight into this? Once again, they'll be doing it without one of their key cores.
Yeah, they gotta back off.
Yeah.
So, I think we're starting to see the full effect of Lich. If you look at the Juggernaut's level, he's level 8. We're 15 minutes in.
Oh.
Look over to the Ember Spirit, level 10. Look over to the Shadow Fiend, he's level 12. So, it surprised me greatly that it was a level 1 Omni Slash. If they had level 2 Omni Slash, it might have gotten an extra kill.
Spartan walks straight into this one though. They'll focus in the Ice Blast. It's maybe all just a bait, and it does. It connects onto Flying, connects onto No Tail. No Tail and Moon, in fact, they're all backing up. Can NLG follow this one? Excalibur's trying to chase, but OG, they might just want to go back in.
Yeah, they'll back off. Spartan pinging out that there's wards there, and he'll be correct to assume that. Yeah, I think NLG's still in a very decent position considering that No Tail, for a second game in a row, having a very, very tough early to mid-game transition.
Is under attack.
Miracle doing a lot better now, having a couple of items here to show for. So I think they're looking to have this Lina more as a kind of damage farming core, not as a pick-off hero, like how Excalibur played it last game. Again, this Rod of Atos is just somewhat mind-boggling. It's not that the Atos is bad, it's
No.
the Yules is better in my opinion, but we'll see how it goes.
And NLG, just making use every time the smokes are available. Into the jungle, who can they catch out here? They look to No Tail. There's going to be Fly, the one that they go for first. He gets the Shallow Grave off in time and does manage to drop the Weave. Ice Blast flying across the fight, they'll Remnant forward and they'll trap No Tail. The Ice Blast pass over was there and they'll get the kill onto Jug. At the same time, Dazzle falls off to the east and now they look for more. OG, they need to get themselves out of it. 11 flying away, the Requiem coming through. Miracle's trying to get the kill onto Spartan and he will. Takes out the Rubik, but the Remnant fall from Madara. The chains just on the max edge of the cast range. Gets 2. Winter's Curse gets laid down. No matter, he's going to want to try and chase for more here. Looking for the TP out. Have they got the cancel? Oh!
He missed.
He did miss.
Yep.
He did miss indeed.
You missed out on a support kill. You got the key
It's still
ones.
good, yeah. Getting 3 kills there and just losing the Rubik. Another very big cherry there for the side of NLG.
Alright, the only silver lining for OG is that Moon's got its blink. And that's kind of how NLG started to struggle a bit. They made a couple of mistakes. I have to say NLG to me is further ahead this game than they were last game. The goal graph, it's only a 0 right now, but it feels like the way that this game is going, NLG a lot more comfortable. They have better late game hero. Ember Spirit is going to have to... I mean, how do they deal with this Ember Spirit? Unless you get a Blink Crush on, you're not getting a kill on him.
Double damage empowers.
Matter is having a good time. The fact that he's got the bots, he's able to get himself around the map. He's still a fair bit behind in terms of farm, but he's ahead in the No Tail Jug.
Yep.
And he's going to be, have a greater global presence really than the Juggernaut. He's going to be involved in a lot more of the fights as well if he plays it correctly. Which I'm sure will matter. Has shown us he is a pretty decent carry. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, the last couple of games, seeing Madara's Slark in particular has really impressed me. Bottom lane Miracle. I don't think they can actually go for a kill. The nice thing about the Rod of Atos build is that you are very, very tanky.
And here's your Blink. Crush comes in onto Spartan. Miracle's moving forward as well. Ember Spirit's going to bail. They'll just leave Spartan to tank this one, and he certainly will. They'll take the Rubik kill. At the same time, Mac's going to be picked up. Over on the 7 NLG, I believe it was the Lich. Yeah, Mitch has now got that one rolling. So they've got a mech, and he's got level 11 here as well. Talking about level 11, did No Tail catch up in terms of the XP? Is he still level 10? Okay.
He could actually farm much quicker and get experience if he's not just jungling constantly. I think he's kind of sacrificing his own farm for his teammates.
Oh, Ember. They do have a Winter's Curse, so they want to try and hold him in place of turn, but it's going to be hard. I think they realise just with a level 1 Omni Slash, it's not enough.
Yep.
And Shadow Blade now is going to be the option for Miracle.
Alright. A lot of right-click damage. He's hitting for like 150 right now.
And in terms of kind of setup, we talked about the Yules. in a bit of a different way. Obviously, Shadowblade offers you the opportunity to catch people out and look to land the Light Strike array on an unsuspecting opponent.
Yeah, maybe this is his response against Ember, because the Yules into LSA combo will not work against any good Ember player. So he's just taking a different route, and let's see if it's going to pay out here.
And pings out into the Roshan. NLG was starting to look to go for it, but...
NLG, do they have detection? I don't think they can make this Roche play. Obviously, they don't know about the Miracle Shadow play yet.
So I think, yeah, OG, they're very ready to fight this. This could be big for OG. The weave comes out, starts to tick down on Excalibur's armor.
Sentry's
Excalibur looking for a very Requiem, but he cancels it, holds on to it. OG.
They need to get vision now.
Yeah.
Alright, Sentries will spot out the Lina.
And they'll get T-Wall straight away, but now it's going to be an OG jumping forward. The Ice Blast straight onto Miracle. Shallow Grave's there. The Winter's Curse is good, holding them in place. Omni sets the fort through as well. Excalibur Grave led, but he's still alive. He's not going to go down. They'll lose no tail on the Juggernaut. Now your Chain Frost balancing between Fly and Crit. The bounces are glorious for the side of NLG. They'll get Fly. Double kill for Mitch. Miracle gets blown up as well. Only Slardar and Wyvern escaping. They didn't manage to kill Shadow Fiend, but NLG will now walk into the pit and they'll look to take Roshan themselves.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why Shadow Fiend started hitting the dragons. I think he wanted to deny himself to get, so that nobody got the Beyond Godlike Shriek, except a random Splinter Blast caught him. So Wyvern, the big winner for his team in that fight, but obviously NLG came off huge.
Yeah, he did have the helm on the SF, so maybe he was just trying to lifesteal up a bit before going back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roshan, it's going to be a slow one. Unless Moon looks for a flashy play, which he might. 3-man crush, but Moon! Oh, Moon! Flashy. The dream wasn't real there. And NLG will stick about, they'll take it.
Might use more here.
Yeah, they're going to jump forward. Looking for 11, but he's got the Glimmer Cape. They're going to find Fly there with the chains. And now Fly in a lot of trouble. He has a Shallow Grave, but TP's still on court and he doesn't even get a chance to get the Shallow Grave out. NLG finding kill after kill here. And off the back of an unsuccessful Roche attempt from OG, this really is NLG breaking themselves back ahead of the pack.
Oh, crits. Looks like he's going to TP out. Key item pickups are coming up soon. Spartan, Closer, Blink Dagger. Ancient Apparition did actually go back for the Aghanims build. He's going to pick up a second piece momentarily. Mid lane, though, looks like we are going to see a kill attempt.
Is Miracle going to go for it here? It's a bit risky with the two of them. Yeah, he's not going to try it.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend also has 20 armor, so don't think it's going to work out here.
Oh, Ice Blast Fate Pot straight onto No Tail. As you said earlier, these Ice Blasts have been on point time after time here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So since this Miracle picked up on the Shadow Blade, he has not found a single kill. And to me, this item decreases in value as the game goes on, as detection is more available on the front side of NLG.
And you got to Blink Dagger on Rubik now, as you were saying earlier, was getting progress done towards that.
I'm still somewhat surprised that Milan has gone for the X instead of the...
Oh, Fly. Oh, Fly. Oh, the chains, unluckily, don't latch on to Fly himself. Moon isn't going to be able to find a Blink Crush. Messes that one up, unfortunately, for the side of OG.
Yeah, NLG very comfortable taking this game much later. They have, to me, the better late game carry in the form of Ember and Shadow Fiend. The team fights are excellent. And they just picked up a gem on the AA, so looks like the point booster was, at least for now, just the value HP point booster. Looking to get more map control. To me, right now, NLG is playing more like the experienced team. They're making less mistakes. They know what they need to do.
Yeah, they're playing it very nice. And of course, this is something that we did see elements of them showing in game one. It just, of course, got to the point where late game, OG were just a little bit more conservative with the fights that they took to, chose to fight. And it did, of course, secure them the win. But they've got a fair way to go this game. No Tail, he's still got a fair bit of catching up, really, to do to get on the same par as the Ember Spirit and the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. This is why I really want NLG to actually make it to Dreamhack Winter. Obviously, they are fighting for a spot against Team Empire. If they could win...
Oh, matter.
Yep.
He's got the Aegis.
They cannot go for a second time. They recognize that, they're only getting the kill with the Laguna Blade.
And they might get the kill onto 11 here. He's not going to get the chains. The Glimmer Cape out is there. They have lost the Aegis, but NLG It's not going to slow them down at all. They'll take the tier 1 on the top.
Radiant's top tower is under
How did they get the jump on him? Was it a Shadow Blade into LSA?
has fallen.
I believe it was the Shadow Blade setup, yeah. From Miracle, yeah. Mid lane. Nightshadow's got to get himself out. And he's in a lot of trouble here, I feel, especially with Excalibur
He's
turning
gonna
up.
try to ult his way out of here.
There's a
hands.
lot of armor. And
He stole it.
Alright. Alright.
Lives must end.
That's a good pick off here for Spartan.
Yeah, Battle Fury now done on the Ember Spirit. I mean, NLG are looking in a fairly strong position at the moment. Another look to try and move forward on the mid.
There's a gem on Spartan.
And
Omni Slash.
Oh, look at this Rubik. A very pretty play. Shallow Grave is there. Can they find the kill of the Ice Blast? Oh, the Chain Frost, in fact.
It'll bounce.
And the bounce is there with the Ice Blast to follow through as well. They're shoving forward. And play after play being made there by NLG in the mid lane. And hang on, Rubik's got a bloody Laguna Blade.
Yep. That's pretty. I'll take that out for a day.
Spartan.
It's just so nice to see NLG playing like this. I'm rooting for these boys.
Come on, Lumi, let's not be biased.
Alright, my bad.
You'll have a Reddit thread, mate.
That's so 2012 being biased towards Navi. Or Cloud9 or whatever.
Navi, who are they?
No, that's Toby.
Oh, okay.
Have you not seen the Twitch account? Navi loses
Toby Cries.
Toby Cries.
I
That's such a
haven't
good
seen-
account.
Yeah, I made it, Lumi.
Alright. Good call, good call.
Mid lane.
NLG. Now this is where they faltered last game. Let's see if they could break high ground here.
Ice Blast again onto 11. Moon jumps in with a crisp, but there's so much armor on this man, and there's the telekinesis, bringing Moon back in. Excalibur with the right clicks, they'll take down Moon on the Slardar. They're trying to move No-Tail in with the Blade Field, but it just doesn't matter, they get the slow for the Requiem, and now No-Tail could be in a lot of trouble, and he is! The burst is there, they'll bring down another, there's a buyback on Moon, he's trying to do what he can to rectify this fight for OG.
Base diving, get out, don't do this, not like this.
He reveals himself, Matter is there, they'll get the Laguna Blade onto Spartan, but look at the damage for Excalibur, Miracle's got to get back. Moon throws down the Crush. The armor from the Weavers ticking them down here. They try and move forward. The strike comes out. If they could get
Gem
Matter
on the deck.
okie dokie.
Oh.
And as you said, Lumi, this was the point of the game in game 1 where NLG started to falter, and it may just be happening here again.
1800 gold difference, a pretty nice one here. With that said though, Moon had to buy back for that fight, and Juggernaut did also die, so it ain't all, you know, peachy here on the side of OG, but
No.
at least they hold their base. Actually, getting the gem here from the side of NLG, that's like 1800 gold or 1600 gold on top of that. So
It's it was a good defense for OG, definitely. Though a Miracle, I don't think you can find this one here.
Tower is under attack.
Maybe with Moon he can. With Moon he can. And there's the Atos to set it up. Laguna play Moon.
Oh
moves
yeah,
into the
they'll
crush,
find
and
it.
Excalibur, he's got a lot of armor, not enough. They'll get the kill. And that's going to be a BKB done now on Miracle as well.
is he playing Lina or like? I don't know what hero would go for this item build.
He is...
It's
I
something
mean,
else.
It's working out.
Yeah.
It is working out. 15 kills, 6 deaths and 3 assists. He's having a game, and there's his turnaround. Not as major as it was in game 1. NLG never really got the... Okay, an XP is a little bit more extravagant. But OG, capitalizing on the mistakes that NLG make, just like they did in game 1, and using it to their strength to show them that they can make the superior decisions at this point, but there is always the worry of this Ember Spirit and still Steve's Shadow Fiend. He did get caught out there, out of position on the top when Miracle and Moon came in, as Steve started to move between the tier 3s outside of the base. But it's still a very close game, 28 minutes in.
I wonder if Miracle. Okay, he's gonna go for a the Aghanim Scepter now. Could be Bloodstone though.
Matter. Oh, he's gonna TP out straight away.
He's got the Blink Dagger to
Yeah.
make some place. So, what do you think about the Miracle? Is it going to be Axe or is it going to
Oh,
be
it's
a
his next
Bloodstone?
item. What's he picked up at the moment, sir?
He's got a point booster.
It's got a point booster.
I thought he was actually going to go for, since he's got such a right-click base build, that he was going to go for like a MKB.
Oh, this sentry could be big.
Oh.
This is a big sentry. They found
Surprise.
Miracle, and indeed, not the kind of surprise that Miracle likes.
Who really likes surprises anyways?
Oh, Lumi.
Do you have a surprise waiting for me? And I just shut you down preemptively.
Well, that's tonight's plan, Ruin.
Alright.
Alright, mid lane.
Dire's
OG.
tower is under
They're not
attack.
happy that Miracle's dead. Are they going to be able to do anything off the back of this? Then it's just going to hang in, get some wards out. Maybe play a bit of a waiting game, see if anyone on the side of NLG walks up to them. And hello, Madara would be a tasty kill for them. Jumps in with the crush. Have they got the
Yes, they have.
That heal bomb though.
Yeah.
Under attack.
Mid lane though. Are they actually trying to push without their Ember Spirit?
Is under attack.
I mean, why not? Look at the power here. They're bringing the tier 3 low.
Top tower is under attack.
OG, can they punish this? And it doesn't look like they can. This time NLG, they'll play it safer. They just get the damage in and they back themselves off. They don't want to stick around too long.
You know, has Juggernaut picked up an item for like the past 5-7 minutes? I don't think he has.
I need to just be saving at the 2.2k, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to be what, the Skadi next for No-Tail?
Yeah, I think you need the Scotty. Also, MKB might be a consideration because the Butterfly is already out on Shadow Fiend.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, that's
MKB
true.
might make more sense here.
Okay.
I also thought that Lina was going to go MKB, but it looks like she's going to go for a little bit more magic base build. Here comes OG.
OG with the smoke.
Yo, if they get a big fight here going their favor, Roshan is spawning in about a minute, so they could turn the game right here.
Okay, Moon.
Oh, they know.
In, gets the crush onto Spartan. The follows there with the Omni Slash. Spartan's out of the fight now. The Winter's Curse onto Midge. Don't tell me before the Blade Fury. Excalibur does get off the Requiem here, trying to tell, but he's already lost 2. Now with the Dragon Slave, Mulan getting low. They've got the crush. They've got control of Madara. Madara gets the slide off. He rounds off to the sidelines. They've lost 3 on NLG. They might miss Madara as well, and they do. He's trying his best. It's not good enough. 4 dead on the side of NLG. As you said, Lumi, that smoke pretty key for OG to really reassert their dominance in this game, and as you can see by the gold swing in XP, it was certainly successful.
Yeah, they could go for the Roshan, but it seems like OG wants to do a little bit of tier 3 base damage here. In theory, they could get the racks, but the respawn times of NLG are quite low, and they are responding with all of their ultimates available. Buyback immediately being used here by Milan. Ice Blast is gonna prepped up on the mid lane, I imagine.
Yeah, but no buyback available for Madara. And this is kind of the hero they need at this point with the Slight, with the Battle Fury. BKB is now done on Moon. And they'll find the tier 3. Now, if they stick around for more, how careful are OG going to play it? And it's going to be pretty careful. They're just going to back off and go for Roshan. Go for the safer play here.
There is a ward on this. Oh, okay, not anymore.
Ice Blast. All flush onto the pit. Aye.
They know.
Nah, very suavely done. And here we have it, Roshan falling. Can NLG get themselves there fast enough? They actually might be able to.
Oh, they got slaughtered.
Yep. Ew, this could be it. Moon, no, he jumps straight in, gets Milan, and OG have taken Roche. They get the Aegis picked up by the Juggernaut. Moon finds the solo kill onto the AA. He's moving in for more. There with the blink out for Spartan. Now they got the Star Madara. Can he get the control? And Madara is going to be able to remnant himself out of this. So it's just AA down at the moment. The rest of the side of NLG backing themselves up. And that, of course, was effectively a dieback on the AA, so no Ice Blast here for 40 seconds. A very nice window of opportunity for OG to try and push up and try and take a set of racks at least.
Yeah, we need Frost Armor on those Raxes too. Oh, Miracle just in the base right now. Go
AFK! Okie dokie, now he wakes up, but it's a little bit too late. He dies. He's going to have to buy back. And now there's the telekinesis onto Moon. They'll bring Moon back in. He's dead for 80. So NLG holding the fort. Has cost them a buyback on their Shadow Fiend. Atos holding Madara back, but he still gets him with the Slight and the chains. And Fly's going to go down. They'll get the rest of the team out. TP away from the Wyvern. Miracle's off to the retreat, and so's Jug as well. So NLG do defend, but Excalibur has to expend the buyback for that one.
Yeah, and suddenly the gap between the Juggernaut and the Shadow Fiend has essentially evaporated after that fight. So Juggernaut is going to be going for the MKB now. Blink Dagger coming out from Crit, so this Wyvern has been hitting some amazing ultimates. We're going to see more of that. And LG just really losing grasp of this game. Ain't looking too good.
I mean, with defenses like that, they've still definitely got a chance.
Yeah. Mitch is going for a kind of a YOLO item play. He's picking up, I imagine, to be the Lotus Orb. Lotus Orb against Omni Slash. Pretty nice. Of course, we'll remove the amp damage. You can reflect back a Winter's Curse, as well as the Laguna Blaze, so...
Yeah, I mean, with defenses like that, they've still definitely got a chance.
Yeah. Mitch is going for a kind of a YOLO item play. He's picking up, I imagine, to be the Lotus Orb. Lotus Orb against Omni Slash. Pretty nice. Of course, we'll remove the amp damage. You can reflect back a Winter's Curse,
It's going to be nice, yeah, just to pop on Steve so he can frontline here.
Yeah.
Especially seeing as that Laguna display, it is going to be an Aghanims upgraded one. Miracle picks that up now as his next item. And then NLG, what's the plan? Did they ever smoke it? Nope.
Alright, so I know I'm beating it on a dead horse a bit. But I just want to look at Milan, right? He's sitting on that point booster for like 20 minutes now. If he gone for the force F, would have had the force F finished and would have been a lot more impactful for the team.
I mean, the Ice Blast is going to be good when he gets it. But yeah, the buyback did cost him a lot.
Yeah.
It cost
Obviously,
him a lot.
he didn't know that he needed a buyback and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
he's playing the 5 for the team. He's been buying the wards, he's been buying the gems. Like you say, he's been buying back, so it's definitely a very greedy build. NLG though, still, I mean, their heroes hit pretty hard. Madara, a little bit worrisome on the survival side. He's been getting focused quite heavily. And now you can see, just based on the hero movement of NLG, they're afraid. OG's the one that's dictating where the fights are happening. They're the one that's looking to make the next gank.
Oh, they certainly are. OG, what's the next bit of play going to be? Here it is, blazing it up from the Radiant Jungle.
Was seen though. Was not the most private blaze. Observer order from the dire side.
Oh, okay, they might. I mean, it depends how aggressive they want to go. As you said, it's going to need to be aggression that would take them into the high ground. I mean, just revealing himself mid. NLG, unlikely to fall for this one.
There's so many sentry available on NLG for the mid lane. They're expecting to sneak up the ramp. Oh, that's no tail stealing right now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh. Just Blade Fury back here. OG. Are they ready to go? Oh, telekinesis, but Moonstone with the jump, gets the crush out, the Chain Frost comes out, bounces onto the Sea Shriven out back, the Winter's Curse holding his caliber in place, will he go down? Yes, they've got the damage, Dash to Shadow Fiend down, no buyback, they'll lose the Aegis on Jug, Miracle trying to do what he can here against Madara, and Madara will Remnant out of the fight, Moon backs off, and now Miracle moves in for more, Light Strike connects onto Mitch with the right clicks as well, he'll find the Lich kill, 3 dead at the moment on the side of NLG, Madara trying to man fight, but Miracle, he's got a hell of a lot of armor, thanks to his weave, and there's your order of Atos, it doesn't quite allow to set up the Light Strike array as Madara dukes it out with the Remnant, but now you crush from Moon, blinks in, he'll find the Ember Spirit with double kill going to Miracle, and now NLG all dead, and OG will just look to close up the game, and I think they might just have it here, Lumi.
So close.
It was again very close.
Yes, so far away.
I mean, we keep saying it, but I think you've got to be impressed if you're watching NLG that they're able to put this much of a fight up. But it just wasn't good enough at the end of the day. And OG, well, I mean, it's not over.
Yeah, it's kind of over.
It's
Yeah,
maybe if the Ember can get a Divine Rapier.
No.
Okay. But what a game nonetheless. What a game and what a series. I think a lot of people who may not have seen much of NLG beforehand, after watching this and going, these guys are pretty deep, they've got a lot of potential. I think just with a little bit more refinement, they can do it. And there we go.